it's been rough and it's been fun. And it's only going to be more rough and more fun from now on. What this project is about people living it out and feeling it on their own bodies and seeing how it works in different contexts and with different media. So I can't give a recipe. I can give my own thoughts, but that's not the point of what we're doing. What happened today was that we came to a place with 60 kids lined up who were like ready to be there and listening. Like the people downstairs said, we were like teachers. And this is very typical for a youth project working in Jordan, doing citizen development, yada yada yada, all the buzzwords. But what's interesting is to see how we develop this. Because if we're stuck in the point that we were today, in 3 weeks, I'll be really disappointed. Then we haven't reached our goals. Then we haven't reinterpreted anything. But we started with the classic understanding today.
The classic Jordanian way of doing youth projects.
Yeah.
Engaging youth.
Being civil society.
Lining youth up and telling them what to do, when to listen, when to say what, and when to shut up, and when to go home and sleep.
Yeah.
And that is one of the main challenges. Like, actually to challenge this way of doing youth projects.
I'm happy about what happened when we were in Satka and the way that the projects work. But what I'm most happy about is listening in on people when they were in the way back in the bus, or when we were talking, sitting downstairs later. They were like, but this whole engagement thing, I mean, what's it actually about? Weren't we just a tourist bus, like going around the 3 cities and getting the discussions going and seeing that happening in the first day? That's perfect. And that's the point of what we're doing. And that makes me feel good right now. Well, that's how far we have gone.
The ideal scenario.
I think we've been focusing a lot on all the challenges to overcome. So when you ask us for like the ideal,
the utopia
we're like,
outcome. I think that it's gonna be very different from country to country, and the settings are gonna be very different. But I think there's many layers of like utopian scenarios, or like the best scenarios ever. I think that, of course, we're traveling in a huge group with a lot of individuals and a lot of individual projects, and it's no secret that they will have a great experience of actually working on this theme with the projects that they have developed and also are developing when we're going. But I think also that I hope that we somehow can leave a mark the places that we have been, and showing the organizations that we're working with and the youth that we're working with that it is actually possible to do youth projects for youth and to do it somewhat different than they are used to.
I think the ideal scenario is that the people on the bus, when they go home, they have been, I mean, this word empowered, that it is, that you have gained something and you're like, hey, I mean, youth can actually start up things themselves. You don't need to wait for a big fat man who's running an old NGO in a country to come and tell you what to do, or for someone to come and train you to do something, but that these people actually have like a spirit and a passion to do what they want and what they have a passion for, and start up projects. And that in the different countries we've been in, that we leave a mark, that people go away and say, this crazy bus, this was a little bit weird, but damn, they were inspiring. I have something that I want to do, and apparently it's possible to do things as weird as this. So I can also go out and do things. And if we manage that, I think that we're reaching some of the ideals that I have for what we need to do and to challenge.
and the way it looks now.
Yeah.
I would have said if I looked back, if I was in the same situation, sitting in the same room, I wouldn't have had that like crazy idea. I would just like, okay, I'll keep it for myself.
We were so naive. I mean, we were like, when we started it, we said, okay, we want 100 people on a bus, and they shouldn't be affiliated to any organization, because a lot of the work done here is but done like one organization cooperates with another, very formal. And I mean, we had to revise that idea. Didn't really work. And I mean, coordinating, being 4 countries with independent volunteers running a project across 4 countries for 1.5 years. How did we ever think that we could manage it?
I don't know. I
really don't know.
I didn't know. It is kind of an internal secret that when we actually receive the first amount of money from MS ActionAid for doing the pilot, we were sitting downtown Amman, and I received an SMS from my boss telling me that I think you got the money.
And
we were like,
oh
my
no.
fucking god.
We actually have to do this.
We have to do this.
Shit.
Oh.